I come up the side here and I'm still going past Mum's roses, sentimental Ferrari flag. This avocado came up by itself. Not sure what the long-term future of that's going to be, but that's an avocado. I reckon this was a remnant New South Wales Christmas bush, but it just seems to be affected by a disease, and it's pretty much died recently, and we don't know why. New South Wales Christmas bush, I thought they'd be pretty hardy, but it's pretty much died, this one. So it's a bit of a shame. Things like asplenium ferns, agapanthus, echinacea. But naturally, we get things like the native basket grass, the Plismonus emulus, or Hirtellus, some people are calling that now. That's just everywhere through here. It's rampant, really good ground cover, protects the frogs, all that sort of thing. Coming up the side here and coming up into the western part, I've just come up behind Mum's granny flat, and Mum's got her bit here which she's planted out with some perennials and herbs, but it's some sort of sandstone ledges, and we decided to sort of put our veggies up here. So again, if I ran that tape measure out from the street, I've now hit about it's like 110 metres to get up to here. We've got an acacia implexor, a hickory wattle. That's causing a bit of havoc for the gutters on the roof. I might prune that back just a little bit, but that's well and truly established. And then up here we've just got veggies, trying to grow some cucumbers, although it's a bit late in the season. Got some citrus trees in. I think I got a mandarin, a lemon, possibly an orange as well, but they're doing all right here. But it's a very sandstone environment, Hawkesbury sandstone, and by the time you get up, the view's pretty good. Back down to that's Karela over there in Oyster Bay. Tree warning. More citrus. We put a peach tree there. It's not really doing much. Probably the wrong choice of fruit tree, I think, but we'll see if that puts any fruit on. So as you can see, it's a pretty extensive block. Goes up a fair way. Try to put some stairs in here. Just coming back down. There's a lot to play with. We could almost have a full-time gardener, pretty much. Maybe 3 days a week, something like that. What we're really happy about is the backyard here exits onto a road reserve. It's a bit of a road reserve, a little bushland reserve between the two rows of houses. So houses over there, and then our houses sort of down here, but we've got this beautiful bushland reserve. It's called Young Street. So it's great to have this at your backyard. One thing I would like to do is we've got this big ugly Colourvon fence, and let me know in the comments. I'm wondering how much nicer it would be to have a nice picket fence, let the bushland in and let the backyard out a bit. It would help if we had a few more natives in there, but I want to rip that fence down and put a picket fence. I know council regulations, your fence is meant to be 1.8 metres tall, but maybe we can sort of stagger it so it meets those requirements, but I'd really love to pull that fence down. It's beautiful out here. Got a bush care group, try and do that once a month. We look after these little islands out here. There's a lot of good examples in here of Sutherland Shire, local flora. All right. Heading back down, and I'll finish it off. Heading back down the side. Sorry about the bright sun. It's a nice, hot, clear day in Sydney today. So if I go just back through the courtyard here, I mean, I really have dreams and aspirations of some sort of courtyard cafe. I reckon you could have a barista up there selling coffee, and maybe you could fit in about, 30, 40 seats and tables and all scattered around up the back and everything, and could have some sort of cafe. Anyway, if you come down the side here, this area here, when we first came, was all inaccessible. It was fenced off where I am now and fenced off at the other end. And it was all uneven dirt, poles, rubble, everything. And I just went to town with a Matic, angle grinder, all this sort of stuff, and just levelled it out, recycled these pavers, which are up the back at Mum's place. We use those, put in the native violet. We've just had a ton of pavers at this place. We've got a heap, I've got all these pavers here I've got to get rid of. I've put in, the native violet. This area gets no sun at all. And that's the remnants of the Melaleuca brushwood fence. I was really happy how I've managed to fix that up. If I open this gate, which I put in, this is our council road verge I was telling you about. So this is under the lily pillies, the road verge area. I've come out here and done a fair bit of weeding. I've dug our fishbone fern, Japanese honeysuckle. It's so hard to keep on top of this area. I'm putting in things like aloe casuarina, because I'm just going to try and see if I can ever get a black cockatoo to land in here. They do fly over. And if I just come out to here, you can see I've just got a bit of a battle with the weeds just encroaching into the garden that I've made in there. Things like turkey rhubarb, blackberry, things like that. And if you go about 1 metre or 2 that way, it's a certain drop to the road of about 3 to 4 metres. So you just got to be really careful. But I work my way along this fence and I chip away when I can, killing weeds where I can, and I plant. I've thought I'd put in things like Melaleuca nodosa there. There is one there. It's looking half dead, but it's managing to grow. Trying to get a screen of that happening. Things like, Melaleuca nodosa, Melaleuca hypericifolia, just there. Yeah, those sort of jobbies to give some screening and some habitat as well. Yeah. So that's about it, folks. That's about it. You can see I've got a fight on my hands. Just going to try and see what I can do with this garden. I really want people to come in and see it. I'd like to have some sort of open garden when I'm done. Hopefully once I get the pool sorted out, I'll be up and running. But very interested to hear about, what sort of open garden schemes people are running now, and maybe how you get registered and things like that. Alrighty, well, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll keep trying to post some progress on things that happen.